Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem, Shabbat Shem, Kakodash. Shalom to the 144,000 hopefully elect out there. And before I go into my topic, the video, speak on my subject, the people that will be delivered when the destruction comes, the Lord, our Lord, big brother Yahushua comes back with the angels right behind him, Michael, the archangel, and the rest of the angels. Then when they come back, they're going to destroy this place, Babylon the Great, as you call the USA, America. It's going to be utterly destroyed. That's a lake of fire. But the people that will be delivered is they are predestined, preordained. So the Most High has the list. He's had the list since the foundation of the earth, the universe, as to who will be delivered. And they're only Israelites, but there are a certain number of Israelites, which are known as the elect. Israel, as a nation, as a whole, are considered the elect, but there's an elect within the elect, which is a smaller number of Israelites. And then the elect that delivered from what, you may ask? Delivered from the place where the worm dieth not and the fire is not quenched. It's not talking about eternal hell. It's talking about the lake of fire, which is America on fire. In Luke, I believe it's Luke 1, I was going through it. It speaks about the knowledge of salvation. Because people in the church say, oh, I'm saved in the blood of Jesus. No, you can say that you have the knowledge of salvation, meaning you have the knowledge of the Most High that can save your soul from this hellfire. Anyway, I said all that. Forgive me for my rant, but anyway, it's okay. This is the title is, I'm sorry, looking at the fourth verse, but I should be looking at the fifth verse. The title of this video is, Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet. What does that mean? And we're going to go into the commentary. Now, what I'm going to do is, and this is based upon a video that Apostle Malachi had put up. So I caught 3, not even 4 minutes of this video. And he starts off by saying, you got people in the IUIC saying that Bishop Nathaniel or General Nathaniel is Elijah or David, which if he's Elijah, that means he was John the Baptist, which shows you that the Spirit's not dealing with these guys. They know that they're Israelites. I believe some of them are sincere. I believe, my personal belief is, I believe that some of them, a number of them are the elect. I believe, you ain't gonna believe what I'm gonna say is, but I believe Bishop Nathaniel is one of the elect. He's gonna come out of that madness based upon the dream that he had. I don't know if you remember that dream. He told us right in front of the house of David when we first set up that school. We used to talk. It was myself, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakar. At that time, Apostle Orion Lob and the rest of the bishops, they were in Connecticut. So we would come teach, and sometime during the week, kind of hang out. And no, not too much. We did our Monday night class, and he didn't see us for the whole week, you know, but we were still teaching and so forth. But we used to be in front of school, and it would be us four, maybe another fifth or sixth person. We just talk, and he used to have these dreams. That boy, the Bishop Nathaniel had nothing but dreams, like the dreamer. And one of the dreams he had, I don't know if he remembers this. He watches our video. We watch his. We checked out his video last night. Most of it is live. But he did say that he did mention this, going to this topic of Elijah the prophet. And he didn't go deep into it, but he kind of hinted at that's, Abba. That's not it. He didn't come out and say that's not me. He didn't go into a whole big thing, a rant on it. But if you watch the video, I don't know what minute mark, but he does speak about Elijah the prophet coming, but he doesn't say it's him. He kind of hints at it's he said that he came and went, or something to that effect. So so he should have straightened it out. You got to make these bold statements and say, look, stop teaching that I'm Elijah, I'm not Elijah. And when you come, forgive me, I'm all over the place. When you listen to this video, the first 3 minutes, he says that Apostle Ramlab says that as a matter of fact, let's listen to it. We come about right here. So this is a good topic because, and another thing, I'm sorry. What I did was I put in Abba Bivens, and the videos that I got. Let me do this. Okay, so this is Abba Bivens' New Religion in 1969. This Edomite goes by the handle of G220 Ministries, and his thing is he's not, Abba's not this. He's a cult. You guys are the elect. Man, you're just a devil, man. We don't got you're nobody. You're nobody. You're nobody. We just can't possibly be the Israelites. A black man can't possibly be Elijah, and he doesn't believe in reincarnation. This clown. Let me show you the cracker's face. This clown right here. He runs into GMS, the men of GMS, out there in Cleveland. All right. Notice he got the sign, 12 tribe sign, which is part of the prophecy. You don't have the 12 tribe sign, that's questionable. Let me see. Let me do this. Now check this out. I put in Abba Bivens. Look at this. The majority of these videos, like 95% of these videos that you're going to see, were put up by devils, by people that are not Israelites. So they're so intrigued and obsessed with everything, One West. So you hear the first video. I just put in Abba. I didn't put in Vocab Malone, Abba Bivens, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Abba Bivens' great-grandson, is very Jewish. And this is the guy right there. Now, the spirit kind of, I look at him and I say, well, and I believe that's his great-grandson. Matter of fact, I'm going to play it. And Abba is definitely Elijah. Okay, that's Elijah through the Spirit. All right, this individual right here. First time when I came to the school, about a week or two in, I saw this actual picture. This picture right here. And right next to him, on his left-hand side, is sitting down is a young 12-year-old Arya, High Priest Arya. So my eyes, I remember this picture. I don't remember this picture, but I definitely remember this one. This was in the back of the school. And I said, who is that? Who's that? Elijah? And there were some men, some brothers around me that have been in this thing, and they all knew about it. And they kind of gave me that look, and they went and told Arya, and they pointed me out, which Arya really didn't know me. He said, "See this brother right here?" He looked at the picture of Abba. He said, "That's Elijah." And the way I said it was, when I looked at him, there was a spirit. Because when I looked at him, looked at the picture, I looked at the child. I said, "Who's this young man?" He said, "That's Arya when he was 12 years old. That is coming up under the covenant. You become a man, a young man. You become a man when you're 12 years old, meaning you're under the covenant now. You're 12, 13, 14 years old. You commit adultery when you're 13, 14 years old, you're getting put to death. Okay? Before you become 12 years old, you're under the law of your father and your mother, which they're going to teach you the laws. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High is not going to punish you for breaking the Sabbath, because you're not under the covenant. That's what the word bar mitzvah means. Son, bar is Aramaic for son of, like Simon Bar Jonas. Bar should be bun, but it's bar, which is Aramaic. That means you came up under the covenant when you're 12 years old. Now, a man to fight for Israel in the military of Israel is when you're 20 years old. So you've been a man, according to the law, for 8 years already. So around 20 years old, you're pretty much full grown. If a person is going to grow tall at 11, if you got a child that's 11 years old and he's 6'2", you already know there's a good damn chance by the time he hits 19, 20, 21 years old, he's going to grow a lot more. So when you're in elementary school, you got all the kids, normal size, 4 foot something, 5 foot, whatever. And you got this one kid, he's 6'5", and he's in the the 6th grade. Put his ass on the team, basketball team, okay? That could be the next LeBron James. But anyway, let's come back to this. So when I saw this picture, my mind was, if they made a movie about Elijah, this would be the perfect look. This would be the guy that would play it. That's how it played out of my mind. It's so much, That's why I said what I said. I said, he just looks like Elijah. He just looks like Elijah. That's what I said. So that was the spirit speaking through me. And when them brothers had Arya come to me, Arya, this is the brother that said, when he saw Abba, he said that was Elijah. And Arya gave me that look. He gave me that look. This guy is a special guy. Anyway, so okay, so you see here all these videos. Okay, this is put up by Vocab Malone. This one was put up by Abu Kamar, which he's down with Vocab Malone. And this guy, you know what? You know how we got to know this guy, Abu Kamar? He even came to the camp. He just had to come to the camp. I got the video somewhere on one of my computers. Anyway, when we went on YouTube, July, I think it was like the last week of July, 2007, that's when everything opened up, when GMS, got on YouTube. And it was maybe three months in, 4 months in, whatever, that Abu Kamar came on our page and we were going back and forth with this guy. We didn't know who this guy was. We didn't know what he looked like. And there was one point where we used to battle a lot of people. We used to stay battle with people with them scriptures, man. Matter of fact, uh, IUIC had a page. They had one YouTube page up, and he didn't have all that Hollywood theatrics, CGI, and all that, but he did videos on Eastern Parkway. He's probably living in Brooklyn. He would do videos on Eastern Parkway right across the street from that bank, which is I think that's Eastern Parkway, and I don't know if that's. I mean, I can find it, but I think it was York. But I spoke there right in front of that bank many years ago, so I knew that place. So he was speaking out there on Eastern Parkway, a couple of blocks down with them small hats. Um. So anyway, where am I going? Where am I going with this? Anyway, I'm going off the subject, but anyway, oh, that's when he was doing his videos. I'm sorry, uh, uh, Bishop Nate. He had a skeleton crew, as they say, and we used to look and we kind of figuring out YouTube, and you can do put comments up and ask questions, and he used to put up a video no more than 10 minutes long, because back then you put up a video on YouTube, it was only 10 minutes and it was very grainy. Now you got the high definition and so forth, so on. But he used to put up a video, but then he would lead you to his website, and then he would try to sell you breakdowns. You can get breakdowns, t-shirts, whatever. So everything that he did had a dollar sign behind it. Okay. And he would say, if you want to learn Revelation 12, you get this video. It's going to cost you X amount of money. And that's what all the 12 tribe production was all about, which this was something that came up, an idea that came up from an individual by the name of Yaasha. We used to say Ayasha. You say Yaasha, which is Josiah, because I used to call him Josiah. And I said, you probably Josiah. Remember what Josiah did? He was known for them Passovers, and Yaasha was known for them Passovers. But the Most High took him out. Okay? But anyway, that was his company, but it was about making money. And it wasn't so much making money to be greedy and this, that, and third, but to make money to do bigger things. But then, what does it say in the Apocrypha about between buying and selling? Let me do this. Let me go buying and selling. Okay, here it is. Buying and selling. And modify it and go to the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 27, verse 2. As a nail sticketh fast between the joints of the stones, so doeth sin stick close between buying and selling. Now, what does that mean? That means when you're doing transactions, you might sell a car. There might be some minor things that's wrong with the car, not major. It might cost you $200-300 to fix that problem. But when you're selling the car, you're not going to tell the person, oh, this is wrong with it. It's going to cost you about $350. You ain't going to tell him that, because he's going to cut the price down for you. Now I'm going to give you $350 less. So when you're selling a car, when you buy a car, you check everything out in the car. Check everything. If I get a car, used car, go to the dealer, whatever. Last car I got was at the dealer. But the dealer, to me, they talking about don't go to a dealer. Really, a top nationwide dealership is really the best way to go, because you're under that lemon law. I think it's 45 days, 4,000 miles, whatever the case may be. Some of them are different, 5,000 miles or whatever. So that means you got like a month and a half, almost 2 months to drive the car around. And if there's any problems, that's on them. And what they do is, but I mean, you go to a dealership, but you got to go to a major nationwide dealership because they got a reputation to uphold. Like the guy told me, I'm asking all these questions. He said, "Do you know this? This is it was a Jake." He said, "Do you know? Look at the sign. This is a nationwide dealership." He said, "We can't afford to have a bad reputation." So it put me at ease. I bought the car. I still got the car. Never really had no problems with it. And what they do is when you make the sale, when they make the sale, they have their mechanics go throughout the whole car and make sure everything's working. And then they offer you a two-year guarantee for the car from bumper to bumper for extra 2,000, which at that time you don't want to pay. You got 10,000, whatever you're gonna pay for the car, you got to dish out another 2,000, and most of the time you say no. Sometimes it's worth paying the 2,000 for peace of mind for 2 years, But anyway, if you buy a car from a normal, regular person, there's certain things wrong with it that could be minor, Could be minor things that might cost you $300, $400, whatever the case may be. You're not going to tell the people, And then when they say, "You didn't tell me about," and I said, "Well, wait a minute, I sold the car as is." Anyway, that's what that means. So doeth sin stick close between buying and selling. So when you got the mindset of selling stuff, your thing is, I paid this much for this T-shirt. Normally you either double the price or whatever to get your profit. So it's profit. It's not about pushing Jake having a T-shirt. It's about you getting profit, but you try to raise the profit as high as you can. So that's what that means. When it comes to buying and selling, when you do a transaction, the seller, he knows some shit that he ain't telling you about, which he should tell you. And so that's sin, because you're almost like lying to the person because you're not telling the truth. You know the truth, you're not telling the truth. So basically, you're lying. Anyway, forgive me. Let me come on back. So here we go. I'm ranting a little bit, but Abba Bivens, great grandson. It says great grandson, right? So let me see where is it? Wait a minute. I'll try to catch it again. Okay, it's right here. Okay, so that's his great grandson. It says my grandmother. Okay, so his great grandson, that's how many generations? That's him. You got his father, that's a generation. Bear me. Then you got his grandfather, and you got his grandfather, which is 4 generations, right? So this individual could be Elijah coming back. If he is, we'll most likely meet this individual and try his spirit, whether he be the Most High, and we'll talk about it. We'll say this guy might be Abba Bivens, and then if we do, Here it goes. See, you see the dialogue there, right? My grandmother had to get, his grandmother is Ephraimite. That's why he looks, you know, he don't look like a Jake. He got like curly to wavy hair. A good, handsome guy, and he's at a yeshiva, and that I know exactly where that yeshiva is in Manhattan. I used to do deliveries there all the time, so that's where he goes to, and so we're gonna try the spirit, whether he be the Most High or not, right? So if we run into that man, we ask him certain questions, feel him out, we might come to the conclusion that this guy could possibly be Abba coming back. Because remember, the third and fourth generation. Abba is the fourth generation of this individual right here. So you can watch the video. And thank you to Vocab Malone. You can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. So you're helping us. So, like I said, if he's Abba, we'll most likely meet him, and we'll be the first GMS. He said, "This is Abba coming back," so y'all can know. Then there's going to be a big controversy on that. Then we're going to have to try to get in contact with Ariyah, and we said, "Look, we found Abba back in the body," but we don't know if that's the case. But it does make sense that he's the great grandson. If he was the grandson, that's different. He's the great grandson. So here is so this is what Abu Kamar, which, like I said, he started effing with us 4 months into being Israel, and then this demon came in. He came in 2016. We've come to find out that they worked together. Call them Jesuits. Here's another one, newly discovered book by Abba Bivens, which I didn't even know about this. Vocab Malone. Another Vocab Malone video. Abba Bivens and Ariyah, a Hebrew Israelite secret. Vocab Malone. This was 5 years ago, so I'm going to have to watch this. Oh, here it is. Here it goes. Here it goes. Look, that's the picture. Remember when I saw Abba, that was Ariyah. So I said, "Who's that young man?" That's Ariyah when he's bar mitzvah. And there you go, Vocab Malone. Rare audio, Hebrew. And I was the one that put the, matter of fact, GMS, Mashar, King Mashar, Ariyah, Yaikwab, the 7, but mainly the 3 we focus on because we got videos on them. Even videos of or cassette tapes of Abba speaking. I was the one that pushed them videos out. So anybody that got videos on Abba speaking, they got it from me. I had the cassette that Yaikwab gave me. Rare audio. Hebrew Israelite founder Abba Bivens, founder of One Westism. And Vocab got this video from myself, the speaking from myself, or somebody else that got it from me. But I was the one that put it up. You know about Ariyah, Mashar, Yaikwab, Abba Bivens from one, not from IUIC, not from ISUPK, not from any other group. Y'all know them. Y'all know the faces of them. You heard them speak based upon us. Okay. Okay. So this is Sakari. So Sakari had to chime in. They did a almost 6-hour video, in-depth look. A good video. Good video. Alazar was in rare form, and whoever else was on there, it was in rare form. And they even thanked, Alazar even thanked Vocab for the work. He said, "Thank you, Vocab, for this work." Like I said, Vocab helps us more than hurts us. In-depth look at Abba Bivens, One West founder, book Mark of a Lost Race, Black History Month. I believe this brother is one of us. Abba Bivens' book, Marks of a Lost Race. Cohen Michael Levy, interview part 3, and I got to watch that. His encounter with Abba Bivens. What is that? Professors, I guess that is Jeffries. Yeah, Professor Jeffries. By the way, I met Professor. We had a little discussion, class debate, back when he was a young man, back when he had a full hair of dreadlocks, black, not a lick of gray, not a lick of gray. He had a full at the college that he was teaching at. He actually professor at an actual college. He was nice enough. He's a straight up brother, Professor Smalls, all right. And he invited. I couldn't make it. It was on a Friday that we went to the college. We were talking to him. It's myself, Yatwanathan, and Ariala. And he was one of the brothers I came up with. He's in the spiritual realm. And he invited us, but we told our teachers, Ariala and Shai, I believe he went, maybe Shaw, Chief High Priest Shaw. So he invited them to teach his class, a Saturday morning class. And he let them go, he let them run. He let them, he said, these are the Hebrew Israelites from One West. And this was back in 80, this had to be 85, 86. And he let them run. And it's clear, he let them teach his students. Okay. So he knows about it. But like I said, I remember Professor Smalls when he was in his 30s. Didn't have a lick of gray in his dreadlock. He had long dreadlocks, black dreadlocks. More on Abba, Elder Abba Bivens, Sakari, Soul Food. So this is the guy that rolled up. This is a false thing, and there ain't no. Well, you're just an Edomite. You don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, GMS rebuked the tempter. I don't know this individual. Who the hell is this guy? Who's this guy? Is he who is he? GMS rebuked the tempter 2. He sounds like a spy to me. Inside joke. Well, just we were talking last night. Last thing he said, "I'll see you on the comic board." Anyway, anyway. Okay, so now this is this is a short. The Hebrew Israelite movement did not start with Abba Bivens' response to all opposition. Well, that's true. There were men before him, but Abba was the one that he's Elijah. Okay, I remember this one, History of the Israelite School. This one excerpts. Okay, so here this now you look now this he looked like he could be an Israeli. He could be an Israeli, or he could be an Ephraimite. You see the hair? He don't got the black woolly hair. He's tan looking. He doesn't have the beard. All right. Okay, so it says GMS rebuked the tempter 2 again. Abba Bivens, great grandson, is an example. The Lord has to choose you. It's not about lineage, right? Because he's not. We don't know. We don't know if he's one of the elect. We don't know if he's Abba, but he can very well be Abba coming back. Bringing all things to your remembrance. He might roll up on us, and we might say certain things, and it'll open up his spiritual pineal gland, and he'll see it, and then we're gonna have to look. We're gonna have to look for Ariah, so Ariah can see his teacher again. See, this is why GMS is a premier group on the planet Earth. Okay, One West Chronicles. I don't know who this is. Rare audio of Hebrew Israelite founder. Well, One West founder. Abba Bivens, the founder of One Westism. Okay, this is the elder Bashai out of the DMV. You don't know what DMV stands for? Ask somebody. The importance on understanding who Abba Bivens was and is. This might be a good video. I'm positive it is a good video. I got to watch that. Okay, this is myself. One of my handles, Abba Bivens, speaking part one. Let me see something. So I put a part one and a part two up. Hebrew Israelites. And I'm the first one to put up the cassette of Abba Bivens. Rabbi Abba Bivens. Okay, this is so real. I say S so real. Look at this. Look at this guy. Don't you want to just grab? Look at him. That's the bed helped you out. You look at this guy, you want to grab both of his cheeks. Grab the cheeks and shake his head. Look at you, look at the cheeks, look at the cheeks. Looking like a hamster. Hey, see, hey, brother, when you ain't got that beard, you look like a fucking, I'm talking about in general. Men in general with no beards look like fucking aliens, man. So you growing a beard, somehow makes you look more intelligent. That's what that's Zera in the original Planet of the Apes told the Charlton Heston character, because he grew a beard, right? He had a smooth face and he grew a beard. If I'm not mistaken, she said, somehow you look more intelligent. Because that movie was all about the Israelites taking over. Elijah's Abba Bivens. Okay, this is the brother from GMS Virgin Islands Straight Gate. There's a lot of great videos. Abba Bivens equals Elijah equals reincarnation. And there's not one Christian that'll say they believe in reincarnation, because the Most High is not dealing with them. Look at all these videos, man. Responding to vocab about Abba Bivens, plus creation breakdowns, Kari live class. And this was 3 years ago. And you gotta watch this guy, Chief of Chiefs, Naphtali Ben Naphtali. So he's Naphtali, son of Naphtali, and he's gone. You watch this video. He says that the 12 tribe thing. He said how do you say it? He said, what's this all this jive, man? He said, come on. The Baba said, come on, that's a gimmick to get the people in. Well, this guy never spoke. He's a lost soul. He's dead. He's good now because he's in spiritual realm. And no, it goes deeper than that. The 12 tribe sign is a fulfillment of Ezekiel 37. This is why we carry all GMS camps. If you're not carrying the sign, there's a problem. If you ain't got that sign out there and you GMS, there's a problem. Most I might strike you dead. Learning some history on, learning some history on Abba Bivens as a young brother in this truth. Dawayad. And you can see this is Vocab Malone bowing down to his future master, Apostle Tahar. It says, let's talk about it. A newly discovered book by Abba Bivens. Thanks, Vocab. Rabbi Abba Bivens, thy servant, GMS. Boy, there's a lot. The Abba is the famous group Abba. I believe they're from out of Sweden. They could sing too. They said they're famous for the song "A Dancing Queen," I believe. That was a great song. It might be Jake's. Is it two women and two men? Two cute Edomite women. And the men were Mose, I believe. Boy, there's a lot on Abba. He's the first brother in GMS. Shabar. He's the first member of the camp that joined on 34th Street. I grabbed him by the hand. I said, "Who wants to be in the camp? Who wants to be in the camp?" And I grabbed him by the hand. I pulled him in the camp. So he's still here with us. Well, there's a lot of information on Abba Bivens in his own words. Abba Bivens' mysteries are revealed to the meek. And like I say it again, anything that you hear, anything about you hear him speaking, it came. The Spirit got on me to put up the video. It was a cassette. Who created the false 12 tribe? The false 12 tribe. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Since you said it's the false 12 tribe, somebody's got the real 12 tribes. Somebody got the real 12 tribe sign. Because Ezekiel 37:16 would not come to pass. So who's walking around with a 12 tribe sign? There goes the prophet Elijah, aka Abba Bivens. Double honors to the elders of the Great Millstone. False 12 tribe chart, authored by Abba Bivens, father of the ISUPK. And the ISUPK, the original ISUPK, the I is Israeli, not Israelite. Wise words from Elder Abba Bivens. Only the elect. And this is 30 minutes. I did a two-part video. Two-part video. And this is what all these guys got. That video that I had, the cassette. I don't even know where it is, man. Okay. So now I'm going to close it. Kind of went long. But we were taking a stroll down memory lane. Anyway, now this is Malachi 4. I want to read the whole chapter. It's very short, 6 verses. Final admonition. The admonition means a warning, but a stiff warning. You know? Like if you go to court, the court orders, the judge orders, puts out an order for a gag order. He'll say, "And I admonish you, do not speak about this case, or you will be held in contempt." Admonish means a stiff warning. You got your kid, don't touch that candy until you eat your food, your string beans. I'm warning you, if you touch that candy, you're gonna get your ass. That's an admonishment. Okay? Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. So I'm going to start the first verse, then I'm going to close. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. It ain't talking about the household oven that you got in your apartment that can only hit 550 degrees. It's talking about an ancient oven that if you ever had East Indian food, Elamite food, you have a bread called, what the hell is it called? Naan. You have a bread called paratha, and you have a bread called naan. Naan is made from a dough, and it takes about 2 seconds to cook that bread because they put it on a hot iron. They throw it on an iron and they turn it over quick. When you get that bread, one side of it is like dark and the other side is light. Like when you read in Hosea about Ephraim is a cake not turned, that's a naan. So it's talking about Ephraim, it would be the most, for the most part, the complexion of the side of the naan bread or the cake that's not been cooked on. And like I said, the oven cooks it inside of seconds. You got to put it down, turn it over, and take it out quick. So that's what type of oven it's talking about. So this is talking about America. That's going to be the oven. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. That's when the missiles hit the United States, America, and all the proud Edomites, because their kingdom is going to come down inside that hour. Yeah, and all that do wickedly, Esau, shall be stubble. What is stubble? It's the byproduct after the fire, the the fire stops and the smoke clears, and what you got? You got stubble, and what do you do with stubble? You sweep it away. Really, you're supposed to put it in the earth, that it goes back into the earth, and that's how you get a thing called selenium. Look that up, selenium. And back in the day, and back 100, more than 100 years ago, 100 years ago, they used to take like soot. When you heated your house, you use logs, right? And you would take the soot or the stubble, and you would throw it in the earth, and it become part of the earth. And when your vegetables grow, you had selenium in it. They don't do that now. So now you gotta, get a supplement or eat Brazil nuts to get that selenium. So it says, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave neither root or branch. A branch you can grow a branch, you can take a branch with leaves on it, and you can save that tree, right? But more importantly, the root is the main thing. You chop a tree down, you don't uproot it, the tree's gonna grow back. So that's talking about this place is not coming. Esau's not coming back at all. This is it. This is his one shot. He got it for 500 years. What he had at the Roman Empire, he had the Roman Empire for about 150 years. He lost it to Jake at about 96 AD. That's when Esau lost it. The 12 feathers is talking about um, Julius Caesar to Domitian Caesar, which was a younger brother of Titus. After that, it was all Jake. So your Roman Empire only lasts for about 150 years. And then Jake took over. When you watch the movie Gladiator, the emperor, the Caesar, that was I forget his damn. His son is Commodus. Damn. Now don't tell me I got to go back to that list. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was a Jake. His son Commodus was a Jake. That's why in the movie he had a beard. Marcus Aurelius had a beard. The guy that was played the main character, they made that up. That dude never existed. It says, "But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings." That's the truth. "And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves in a stall." "And ye shall tread down the wicked." Who's the wicked? Esau. So we're going to that's in Baruch 4. So we're going to put our foot in their neck. Let me go to that. Let me go right to the point. Baruch 4 and 20. I'm going right to it and read the whole chapter, but "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction. Behold, the day cometh that shall burn his oven, and shall tread upon his neck." Third verse, "And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. And the day that I shall do this," do what? "Fire up this place, saith Yahweh of hosts. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Harad, the mount, for all Yasha'Allah, with the statutes and the judgments. Behold," now before the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, Abba's Elijah got to come first. That's reincarnation right there. And that as Christians don't understand that. "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh," which is what? The day cometh that shall burn as an oven, which is yet to happen. Elijah coming already happened. The destruction, the great and dreadful day of Yahweh is not come yet. It's getting ready to come inside of months, we believe. "And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children." The word heart in the Hebrew is lab. He's going to turn the minds of the fathers to the children and the minds of the children to the fathers, meaning he's going to tell them that they're the Israelites. So you got guys in IUIC that says Bishop Nathaniel is Elijah or David. No, he's neither of them. Okay, you better hope that he's one of the elect. All right, because I taught him the truth based on what they taught me. The elders taught me, but he learned from the elders as well. He knew all of them. So this truth came about long before myself and Bishop Nathaniel was even born. So for him to allow his people to say that he's Elijah, the spirit is not dealing with them people, man. And then it's up to him, it's his responsibility to tell them, "Stop calling me Elijah. I'm not Elijah." Even Elijah said that. He said, "I'm not Elijah coming back." And why did he say that? Because he didn't know. Who knew? His cousin, his younger cousin, which is Yahushua. It said, "Lest I come and smite the earth with a curse." So ultimately, he's going to smite the earth with a curse, which is the coming of the dreadful day of Yahweh. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.